I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not neighborhoods. We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
Black people have been dared to boycott Asian businesses, and this is how it's going.
Hey y'all, Miss B back again at another beauty supply store. And listen, I'm seeing all these sales. I saw 50% off, 75% off. And why is that? Because we are not up in there, y'all. I walked through this gigantic beauty supply store and the aisles were empty on a Saturday.
Hi. How long for an appointment?
Huh?
How long for an appointment?
What do you need? You want
Nails
appointment?
and pedicure.
You want pedicure? Yeah, you will do now.
You use it right now? Okay.
So I found myself back in Asian people business, and this is what I found out. Oh, baby, the ban is not stopping, okay? Them Asian-owned nail salons and shit, the chairs are empty. It's summertime. That's where they supposed to get the most business. Pedicure season, baby. They have no clients.
To be quite honest with you, I think it's going pretty well considering, right? However, I don't think it's going to last that long. Now, let me just say, right, this is not new. We've boycotted before, and we ended up right back in their chairs and in their businesses. And more than likely, I believe that it's going to happen again. I'm just going to be extremely real. Also, I've been through too many racist experiences to count to not know that this is how a lot of people talk about us behind closed doors. It pisses me off that he had the nerve, gall, audacity, and confidence to come on camera saying all of that and not thinking that there would be a consequence. I feel bad for the Asian businesses that are actually really good at what they do and are far from racist because now they're being affected. But I guess it's time to transfer the wealth. It is what it is at this point. Let's hope this time it's permanent. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. Welcome to another video. As you guys can tell by the intro as well as the title, today we're going to be talking about the recent Asian business boycott all across the United States. Now, if you're not aware, this is actually a long time coming and has been something that has been attempted numerous times before in the past with Asian businesses disrespecting Black in their own communities. Now, comment down below if you know all about this, because I really do want to hear your thoughts and opinions. And also let me know if you are partaking in this boycott or not. And I'd love to hear the reasons why or why not. Now, since I do occasional reactions on beauty-based services, such as nail techs, hairstylists, etc., I thought that this was right up my alley because most of the time we are reacting to unprofessional businesses, especially in the Black community. I've also made a few videos touching on how unprofessional Black businesses are. I think I've even made videos about how unprofessional Haitian businesses are, because unfortunately for me, I've literally had some horrible experiences with Haitian and Black owned businesses. Almost anytime I've done a story time on this platform or any other platform, it's been via my own people fucking me over and pissing me off in regards to business. So I will say, right, this entire video is more than likely going to be an unpopular opinion, and I'm going to say a lot of what a lot of people are afraid to say and don't want to say. A majority of people, okay, especially Black people, do not support Black businesses specifically because they can't. They are not in their areas, so it is inaccessible. It is not convenient. The prices are egregious. The services they need are not offered. And of course, a lot of them, unfortunately, I hate to say it, hate me if you want to, are unprofessional. I didn't say anything new. I'm just saying what a lot of you guys don't want to hear because, you know, right now we're talking about the boycott and black power and black dollars, etc., etc. But we need to be realistic when having this conversation, and we need to be honest. So let's get into it. Let me just start off by saying I think that this is amazing, and I really hope it lasts. I think accessibility is a huge one. Like, there are too many people, I'm very sure, watching this video that just do not live near many black businesses to support, and that's why they don't. Before we get into the rest of this video, comment down below any black businesses that you support in your area that you believe deserves special attention and a shout out. I'm going to try to leave my suggested businesses down below for the New York, New Jersey area. However, my AD be HD. So I might forget. Call me out if you don't see it down there, and I will put it down there. There is nothing better to me than finding a good black business. Therefore, I do have a rotation of black businesses, or I guess Haitian businesses as well, that I do support regularly because they are just that good. But we have to be realistic, and most importantly, we have to be honest when having this conversation and similar conversations. In regards to this discourse, there's been a lot talked about regarding black nail techs, right? Because for the most part, there are many different reasons that a lot of people do not support black businesses. But in this context regarding this conversation, why a lot of black people do not support black nail techs, right? Or prefer to go to the Asian chop shops or elsewhere for their nail services. Because the Prince of Panhandling and Scam Africanism has came out basically calling out black people to support their own as well. Basically saying like, listen, y'all need to circulate the dollar in the black community. Black men, stop supporting these Asian businesses for your sneakers. Black women, stop going to these Asian shops for your pedicures. The school's gonna have this. Child, we already talked at length about the school. Go watch the previous video if you guys are interested. I've done 2 parts on Dr. Umar. They are hours long. Okay, so anyhow.
Do your own damn nails. Black men, do your women's nails for them. Black women, if you need your nails done, Dr. Umar will come and do your nails. Just to make sure your feet don't stink. Just to make sure you ain't got no crust stash between those toes. I will come and do your nails for you, black sister. At the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, we will have Black Love Day, where black women will come to the school and get a massage from the brothers. You will come to the school and get a pedicure from the brothers. You will come to the school and get a manicure from the brothers. That's what we're going to do for our sisters in the name of black love at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And then we'll have Black Love Day for the brothers, where the sisters will give the brothers a massage and cook some home cooked food at FDMG. That's what we're talking about. But black women, you got to divest from the Asian owned stores. And black men, you got to divest from the Asian owned sneaker stores. That's right. Let me talk to the Negropeans for a minute. Let me talk to black men. Black men. Where you buying them Jordans from? Black men, where you getting your sneakers from? The Asians. Don't talk about the black women's weaves and perms and wigs. You got to stop buying from the Asian store, brothers. You got to stop buying from the Asian store, sisters. Stop divesting. It's time to start divesting. Complete divestment from the Asians.
And that prompted the entire discussion of, well, see, this is why I don't go to black nail techs. For the most part, a majority of people have the same general consensus about black nail techs. 1, a majority of them do not do pedicures. 2, the prices can be insane. And 3, a lot of black techs are limited as to what they can and can't do when they are not in a standard salon or own their own suite with running water. How can I forget? A lot of them also do not take walk-ins. You need to have a deposit. There's a lot of rules you got to follow. You got to book on a website when you can just obviously just walk into any shop. Like I think 50% of the reason why a lot of people don't support black nail techs or whatever is because of the convenience. Like it really is. Now, obviously, there are plenty of black-owned salons and black nail techs that do pedicures, but it's not enough of them, like, at all. For me, one of the main reasons I don't do the whole home service or black nail tech situation is the fact that a majority of them do not do fills. Like, you got to take the whole thing off. I don't like that shit. That truly pisses me off, so, yeah.
And I know we're supposed to be boycotting the nail salons, but who gonna do the toes? Because I already got a nail tech, but she don't do toes. It's almost like it's easier to find a nail tech than it is to find a nail tech that also do toes.
You are absolutely right. I think if more black techs did pedicures, it would be a game changer. Like, they would totally take over.
I'm gonna say this one more time, and it's gonna be my last time saying it to y'all. To all my black nail techs, this is your time to get to the money. Get rid of them booking fees. Take walk-ins like they were doing. Y'all team up together. Go in and open up your shop and kill the fucking game.
Let's wrap up this nail tech conversation. At this point, it's becoming disrespectful, and I've been trying to keep my professionalism. But when y'all get to, I'm going to tell black women how to run their business, when our business had been running successfully by itself before y'all decided to start supporting the movement, because we already know, I know pattern recognition when I see it. Y'all do this every single time. Every time there's a tragedy, y'all want to come over to our black ass side and tell us how to run our business, but you wasn't telling Mrs. Ling Ling and them how to run their business. You was not calling state board on them when they was fucking up your nails, reusing files, goddamn not using barbicide. But y'all keep coming to us telling us how to run our business. Y'all need to stop the deposits. If y'all want to be successful, y'all need to stop the deposits. No, I won't. I've been doing this for 2 years. I will not stop the deposits, because when I have stopped the deposits, you don't show up.
I am so happy that everybody is collectively deciding that they want to patronize black nail techs, but I need y'all to be patient with them. Y'all are asking black nail techs to do instantly what Asian nail salons learned to do over time. They created a system over time. I literally just seen a post of a woman who was saying that, y'all not offering walk-ins, so what is it that you want us to do? The reason why Asian nail salons are able to offer walk-ins is because it's a group of them working in the salon. So they have the bandwidth to service more than one person at a time. A black nail tech normally is not servicing more than one person at a time. That's one of those types of services where you're going to finish one client from start to finish. They don't have the bandwidth to, okay, I'm gonna get you started, and then I'm gonna get her started, and then I'm gonna come back to you. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so you're asking for things from one person that normally a team of people is able to handle. So wow, I love that everybody is trying to support black nail techs. Please be realistic in what y'all asking for immediately.
In regards to me, I've been getting my nails done since I was like, 15 or 16? It's been anywhere from 15 to 16 years. I'm now 31. So I get basic sets. I personally don't care for all of these designs and all of this craziness on my nails. Like, literally, I've been getting my nails done consistently every single month since I was literally in high school. The only time I stopped was during the panini. And yes, use context clues on YouTube. You cannot use that word. I can't stand when people try to comment in my comment section like, oh, it's not panini. This is the word. I'm not dumb. We all know that. Can't use that word here. So essentially, one time during the panini, I did go to a nail tech at her house. I believe she was Hispanic, and she did a really good job. But other than that, like, I just don't do the nail tech thing. I've just always gone to shops because I'm a Karen. Okay, if you don't know anything about me, I need to have a place to complain when shit hits the fan. Okay, when things go wrong, I need to be able to hit up the state and be like, listen, y'all need to look into this person, because I don't play that shit with anything, right? Now, when it comes to my hair, I actually do have a hairstylist, and she does do hair out of her home. But she is a childhood friend, and she's been doing my hair since I was like literally wearing wigs and stuff. So it's like, it was just an easier transition. She also does not wash my hair. She literally just retwists and styles it. So I'm comfortable with that, right? So other than that, I don't really do the home-based service thing, but I'm a firm believer of, if the person does a good job and if the person gives you good business, then that's all that really matters. When it comes to my hair is literally down to my waist. Okay, I'm at waist length. It's been 6 years. Okay, July will make it 6 years since I locked my hair, and I guarantee you my hair would not be this long if it wasn't for her. Okay, so that's why I'm like, I would never really talk down on someone doing business in their home in regards to the quality of it, because quality service is quality service no matter where it is. Now, the legalities and the hygiene and all of that extra stuff is a different conversation. But good business will get my money every single time. I will say, though, I do give preferential treatment to Black, Haitian, Hispanic, and woman-owned businesses. And all 4 of them niggas have burnt me bad more times than none. Every single time I went somewhere just based on the fact that they were Black, just based on the fact that they were women, I've literally been burned, but that hasn't stopped me from supporting them just because of my horrible experiences. I'm still always open. I'll still be like, oh, look, there's a black salon right here. Let me go try. Oh, look, there's a black restaurant right here. Let me go try. I almost always still do so because I know that my experiences are not indicative of every black, every Haitian, every woman, whatever owned business that I come across. I'm still going to give chances, bro, because they're Haitian, because they're black, because they're women, because they're Latin. Like, that's just me. This entire conversation has prompted people to kind of look at the reasons as to why they do not predominantly support black businesses. And I really do feel like the pedicure situation is a very valid reason. At one point, when I was looking for a nail shop again, I had to get my eyebrows done somewhere, my nails done somewhere, and then my pedicures done somewhere, okay? It wasn't until I found a specific nail tech in my current shop that I was like, all right, perfect. I could just come here, get my shit done, and be done with it. And if you guys are not aware, right, because you don't get your nails done, it's kind of like men and their haircuts, right? Like women, once they find a really good nail tech, it's very hard to break that relationship. Like, we do not cheat on our nail techs. We might, dibble and dabble in different things for our hair or whatever type of services. But like when it comes to waxes, from what I understand, a lot of women, don't cheat on their wax person, estheticians. You know what I'm talking about. They're waxers. A lot of women do not cheat on their nail techs because it's very difficult to find someone that does it very well. It will never be enough to just be like, oh, I'm supporting this business because they're black. It would be great if that were the case, but that's just not the reality. There's been some horrible story. I honestly, I don't even need to tell you guys, especially if you've been here before, y'all already know. Like, a lot of these businesses really do be unprofessional, and it will never be enough just to support someone just because of that. It's one thing to give them a chance, and that's what I do. I give them a chance. Like, if I see something out there and I'm like, listen, let me go support them because they're Haitian, let me go support them, whatever, I do it all the time. I do it regularly. And I think the question really needs to be, are you giving black businesses a chance? Okay? Because there's some people that never step foot in black businesses for much of anything. Okay? They eat Chinese food all day. They're going to the Middle Eastern owned 7-Elevens. They're eating McDonald's, and they're getting their nails done at Asian shops, and they're getting their clothes from Shein. They're not checking out anything local that's black. They're not buying any black local shops. They're not doing anything regarding supporting the black community at all. And I think that needs to be the real conversation. Why is this such a big thing, and why weren't people doing this sooner? Why do we continuously let these people play in our faces when there are black businesses that exist in almost every space? I go to a Latin Hispanic owned nail shop, and I absolutely love it. I've been going there on and off for a few years. It took me a while to actually settle on them, but there are 2 people in there that actually do a really good job on my nails and my eyebrows, and they do the best pedicures. Okay. Now, I will link everything down below. I'm going to link some black businesses that I support regularly or that I've heard are really, really good in New Jersey. But in a general sense, good business is good business. Like, I think it is very much so possible for all of us to only buy black and only support black businesses. But at the same time, I do understand too many people have been burned by black businesses, and that is the main reason a lot of people don't. And now you are starting to see a overwhelming amount of support of people going to these black salons and these black nail techs, etc. And I think it's amazing. I think they could keep it up. Do I think it's going to last? No. And here are the reasons. One of the main ones being convenience. I already told you guys, I'm not going anywhere that is not a one-stop shop. I have ADHD, therefore I need things to be very simplified. And also, I'm just not doing anything in someone's house, like regarding nails, because that's different. We're talking about water, chemicals, all that. And yeah, I guess your hair requires chemicals too, but like, my hairstylist doesn't wash my hair. I wash my own hair. I come washed and everything, and then she does whatever. And it's not because she told me to. I'm sure she could wash my hair. I've always washed my own hair. That's just me. I don't really trust anyone to wash my hair, but I think it's just a personal thing, right? But it's the convenience of the nail shop being up the street. It's the convenience of the nail shop being able to do everything in one stop. Like, I could get my nails, my feet, my eyebrows, my eyelashes, my wax, all in one shop. Too many nail techs are out here talking about why they don't offer pedicures instead of just offering the pedicures. I completely understand why they don't. Okay, I completely understand the reasoning. Honestly, I think a lot of the reasons are very valid. The fact that a lot of y'all walking around with fungus in your toes, the fact that a lot of y'all are just low-key dirty with your feet, the fact that a lot of the nail techs and stuff just genuinely do not have the means to offer that service is extremely valid. Okay, I think it is something that needs to be talked about. And that's why I'm saying there's a root issue there. It is not just about supporting Black business because they're Black. It is the prices. The prices. I genuinely feel like this is a huge one. It is no secret that a lot of Black businesses are disadvantaged. Okay, they do not have the same opportunities and accessibility as a majority of the other businesses, right? And I think that is very important to note, but unfortunately, we as customers don't have that same accessibility and money and resources as well to be paying you double the price for something such as a meal or nails when we could just go down the street and get it for a quarter of the price. And I think that's a huge one. And I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about that. Like, but at the same time, like, I'm a basic girl. Like, I like a basic set. I just get plain color. I've been getting my nails done for 15 years. I don't like bullshit on my nails. I done all that bullshit when I was younger. I just like clean, nude colors, you know, just one little, this is the brightest you'll ever see my nails. Okay, yellow. And I had like these little like dark yellow squiggles on them. Like, they're really cute. But other than that, like, I like my nails to be basic. I like them to be simple. I like them to be clean. Okay, but for a lot of people out there, they like the designs. They like having all these gems and whatever. That could cost over $100. Okay, my nails cost anywhere from $50 to $75, depending on if I get a design on every nail. This time I got a design on every nail, so I spent $75. I get the gel. And yeah, it's great. I absolutely love it. But in regards to the women that love their nails very flamboyant, long, they want this, that, they want different shapes. It gets real expensive going to a nail tech. Extremely expensive. You could be spending anywhere from $150 to $200 just on nails alone. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to get your eyebrows waxed and get your feet done and get all this extra things that you could just get by going up the street. So I'm not even gonna blame people for that. Like, I'm really not. Like, I think a lot of people are kind of like, well, you know, you got to go out the way to do this. And, you know, like, sometimes you got to struggle in order to meet the end goal. Like, I completely understand it, but I think a lot of people are not being realistic, right? I think a lot of people do need to be mindful of, yeah, the price is a huge factor. So is convenience. And the next really important factor is accessibility. Not everyone lives near Black nail techs or Black businesses as a whole. Some people live in predominantly white areas. Telling people that it makes sense to drive an hour to 2 to 3 hours to get a service is just absolutely ridiculous and egregious. Okay? And that circles back to my point of good business is good business, okay, regardless of who's offering that service. I do believe that we do need to circulate more dollars in Black communities. However, I do think that the issue is bigger than just supporting Black business. I think a majority of Black businesses need a crash course on how to actually run businesses. A lot of them need to be educated and helped in a lot of different sectors on how to get money and become more accessible to their people in their communities. Because unfortunately, due to lack of resources and lack of education, a lot of them are further out because it's probably cheaper. Okay, or that's probably just where it was easier to get whatever it was that they needed to start their businesses. For those of you guys who are in law, economics, accounting, business as a whole, if you guys are well versed in how to help these businesses, you definitely should be doing so, because it is extremely important that these businesses are set up properly and most notably in the right places so that we can support them.
I made my post for Black nail techs and Black nail techs only. I didn't make it to Black people. I didn't make it to Black consumers. I made it for Black nail techs. The way that you run your business is the way that you run your business. You work independently for yourself because that's what works for you. So you can make the rules and you can work in an environment that works for you. Do not change what you are doing in the business that you have started for yourself to appeal to people who did not want to support you before tragedy. That's what I'm saying. If that's negative, so be it. If that's talking down, so be it. I'm talking to my peers, my colleagues across the world. Black nail techs, you come first. Do what works for you.
I hear everyone's need for walk-in appointments for the black-owned nail techs, but I need you guys to understand why the appointments are set in place to begin with. We have to be able to guarantee our income. We are paying booth rent, suite rent, shop rent, and we have to be able to guarantee our income. You guys, this is not the first time that we have had this pro-black movement. It happened around the time of COVID, and anytime something goes on in the media when something like this happens, but it does not last long enough for you guys to want us to open our books wide open. Thankfully, I've been in business for 8 years, and my books stay booked because I do good business. But in regards to us just having a walk-in business model, it's just not really conducive unless you guys are really going to lock in this time. Us as a black community, we have got to commit. And the thing about this commitment is even when we do something wrong as a black business, you have to commit to trying another one and not going back to the traditional shops.
The country that they live in has made it extremely inconvenient for them to have the level of success that others do. There is a lot of talk about black nail shops, black nail techs, as it relates to the boycott. But I have something to say about it, and y'all may not like this.
There's a lot of complaining about how the black nail shops and black nail techs operate, but what people are missing is that the same reason of why the boycott is taking place in the first place is the same reason why black nail techs and black nail shops cannot easily operate how the other nail shops do. For example, products. When you have more capital to work with, more people in your shop, more support behind you from the very beginning, you're able to purchase greater quantities of products, which results in a lower price. So people want to complain about the prices that are charged. Well, we're not able to buy buckets of products at a time, and that's just a fact with any small business compared to the bigger businesses. Also, we don't have those direct connects to the factories that make the products, and a lot of them actually charge prices based on relationship. And so if you don't have the relationship with that factory, you're going to get a different price than a person whose uncle or neighbor or who can easily go to the factory. Their price is going to be a lot better. Of course, it's super convenient to have walk-in hours, but if I were a nail tech and I actually have a service-based business, I am not readily available to answer the phone all the time. As a nail tech, I would not want people to be able to just walk in on me at any given time or have that expectation because I have to live life. I have a life, and I might not want to touch your nails. I will probably be very selective because I have been known to be slightly OCD at times, and I don't want to be open to, liability issues, lawsuit issues, whatever, because I don't feel comfortable working on a certain person.
As a nail tech with 8 years experience in the game, I'm going to tell you why this conversation about taking your business to a black service provider is played out. First of all, I need y'all to turn your thinking caps on because every couple of years we have this same conversation and black women specifically continue doing the same shit that they've been doing, which is going elsewhere to give their business. Back in 2020, we had this same conversation. Y'all can't say you weren't there because I know you were. Where are the black nail techs? Where are the black lash techs? Where are the black pedicurists? Where are the black estheticians? And y'all still been going to everybody else. Now, from my personal experience, about 90% of my clientele is non-black people. They either found me on Instagram, got a referral from somebody else, or they were following the salon page that I worked at and I popped up in their algorithm. But the majority of the black women in my life, friends, family, acquaintances, they know I do nails and they don't come to me. So this conversation about we need to find black nail techs, they've been right here. We've been right here. I've been right here. And I've still been overlooked. Now, granted, there are certain things that the Asian salons definitely have us beat. They have a collective mindset. They will go into business and open up a salon together, have everybody in their family working there so they all money in, no money out. Black women, black techs in particular, we're typically working in someone else's salon, renting a booth or a table or a room, whatever the case may be. Or we got our own little salon suite situation. And another part of that, a lot of black nail techs don't do pedicures. I don't know why they don't do it, but I know I don't do it because I've never had an ergonomic setup that worked for me and my back and my hands and my wrists. We're talking about our bodily health, which is necessary for us to maintain in order for us to continue providing you with these services. So I totally understand being frustrated that you would have to go to 2 separate places to get your nails and your toes done, or it might take a little bit longer for somebody to do something for you. But I also want to add that whole you're soaking your nails off and let me go start this pedicure is highly unsanitary, and it's not something that we're taught to do in school. That's just something that they started doing that has continued to slide under the radar and nobody make a stink about it. Okay, we're gonna get into the real tea here, because that's the real tea. You guys want us to be exceptionally fast while also providing you with quality, which I also think the quality doesn't necessarily matter, because when you're dropping into these corner shop salons, you're not getting quality products. You're probably getting watered down or acetone down polish. You're getting fucking huge rings of fire filed into your natural nails. You got nubs that don't need to have no enhancement on them because you need to take a break, but they'll slap something on them because they want to take your money from you. You got ingrown toenails that they are clipping out and doing surgery on that you shouldn't be doing that anyway. I say all that to say, if you want to support a black artist, do that. But it shouldn't be reactionary. It shouldn't be because something happened that you're now going to decide to do it. Because if that were the case, you wouldn't be looking for somebody right now. You would have been going to her for the last 6 years.
So a lot of nail technicians are without because of either limited resources or making bad decisions. When you do a deep dive on yourself and you figure out which one it is, then is where you will be able to see what steps you need to take to move forward in your nail business. If it's due to limited resources, then you would make sure that you are doing your due diligence instead of doom scrolling to look for free workshops that not only nail techs are offering, but people outside of your industry are offering, just like maybe regular digital creators or people who just talk about building wealth. A lot of these people are offering free workshops. I don't know if you guys just don't want to take them because you deem it as not valuable because it's free, but a lot of the things have valuable information in it. Now, if it's due to bad decisions, whether that is overspending in one area or just not prioritizing your nail business, then that is when you go back to the drawing board and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put X amount of dollars towards this, and that. I have to make sure I get this done. These things make or break a nail business.
And to my final point, a lot of these black businesses are unprofessional as fuck. There is no shortage of story times on this channel, other people's platforms, other social media platforms on how unprofessional a lot of black businesses are. And that is what has made a lot of black people shy away from black businesses. Now, a lot of people are probably like, well, okay, when the Asians do it to you, then da-da-da, you still go there. I don't. I told you, I go to a Latin-based shop. I don't have no problems over there. It's so funny because I remember going to an Asian shop for years. Like I was going there for like a solid 5 years. And one time I got white nails and they all turned yellow. And I went to my nail tech and I'm like, yo, like my nails are turning yellow. He said, oh, that's your fault. You probably doing this. You probably doing that. And I'm like, actually, no, I'm not doing any of the things that you named. Like my nails are turning yellow because I don't know. It's more than likely something that you guys are putting. Is it the top coat? I don't know. And he's like, no, it's your fault. That shit pissed me off. I ain't never been back since. That man has never touched my nails ever since. And mind you, I'm not saying it was that occurrence. Okay, I'm lying. It was 3 different white nail occurrences. I love my nails white. Okay, it's actually one of my favorite colors to get, but I don't get it often because I'm so afraid of it tinting yellow. But I did get my nails white once or twice at different establishments and did not have that problem at all. But those 3 occasions, he blamed it on me and it pissed me off and I never went back. Okay, after that, I started going to other Asian shops and the quality just was not great. And now I'm at my Latin, Hispanic shop or whatever, and it's great. I'm having a grand old time. My sets last about 4 to 6 weeks. One time I stretched my shit to 2 full months, okay? 8 weeks. No lifting, no chipping, no breaking, no nada. So I absolutely love it. I do have a backup shop that's actually, I think, you know what? That one's actually Asian owned. That one's closer to my house. I don't really go there often because there's only one girl that actually really does really good nails in there. And to be quite honest with you, she's almost never there. So I only go there in a state of emergency. I ain't been there in like 6 months. But in general, like I've said throughout this video, good business is good business, okay? And unfortunately, a majority of these black businesses just drop the ball in the customer service arena.
Now tell me, am I fucking tripping, bro? Why my nails so fucking big, fat, bulky, ugly? Why the fuck is my nails wide as my motherfucking ass? Why, bro? Why? Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. This fucking nail the same width as my fucking finger. Look at this shit, man. Girl, I am so motherfucking pissed off at this new nail tech. Bitch, I could. Fuck.
Working from home, this girl came downstairs in her bra and some short shorts. Bitch, put on some clothes. I don't know what's wrong with you beauty professionals out here. This is coming from a beauty professional. This is coming from someone who owns a waxing studio. What the fuck is happening? The level of customer service y'all giving these girls is absolute trash. I have never invited someone into my studio and I don't talk to them. I ask you about your day. What are you doing this weekend? I make conversation because I want to retain a client. These girls don't talk to you. They don't ask you questions. She put pink on my toe. I didn't want pink. She didn't ask me. She didn't ask me what base I wanted. Nothing. I booked a same day appointment with her because she had availability on this day. I said, oh, perfect, cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. She's working from home, so it's not like she's going anywhere. She's got to wake up, come downstairs, do my toes, get back upstairs, get back in bed, right? You know, that's the convenience of working from home. Speaking of her working from home, this girl came downstairs in her bra and some short shorts. Bitch, put on some clothes. So I booked this appointment for 11 o'clock. I come to my studio, I do my 10 o'clock appointment, and then I get ready to try to go to hers. She does not have her address on her site. Makes sense. She's working from home. So I'm waiting for her to email me this fucking address. I'm waiting. I text her. I Instagram her. I hit the number on the Gloss Genius. I do all the shit, right? I'm trying to get in contact with this girl. She never hits me up. So I had to go to Silver Springs, from Laurel to Silver Springs, to get my lashes done. I cannot be late for my lash appointment because I'm waiting for you to hit me back. She finally hits me back at 2 something. Oh, hey, sorry, I didn't see your appointment. Can you come in at 3:30? No, I can't because I'm getting my lashes done. But I can come in tomorrow. What's your earliest appointment tomorrow? She's like 8 o'clock. Perfect. I'll do the 8 o'clock. Now, I was late. I text her, hey, I'm about to be late. Her response was, okay, cool. That's fine. That's it, right? I get in there. She's not personable. She's not talking to me. She's nice, but you know, other than that, the entire service was quiet.
Birthday was that day. Then I decided to, you know, once I got in the chair, she started clipping my cuticles, and I'm telling her, you're clipping too low, that hurts. And she just did not care. And she got an attitude with me. It was basically like, it's either I'm going to clip these or you can get out my chair. And that was her energy. And because I kept telling her that they were hurting, she kept doing it. And I kept telling her that it was hurting. And she was just like I was inconveniencing her. So she told me to just go, told somebody else to do my nails. So I ended up leaving that salon in tears on my birthday because I was in there for an hour and a half. I sat waiting for an hour, and then the half hour of me just being in the chair trying to get her to care about my nails. Like, I've never been to an Asian salon where they're doing my nails and they're cutting all of my skin off and it's hurting. That never happened to me before. And she did not care. And I remember distinctly leaving that nail salon and crying tears on the street because it was my birthday and I wanted my nails done and I didn't get them done.
I'll never forget, okay, the last time I supported a black nail shop, okay, not even a black nail tech, a black nail shop, okay, this one was in Newark. It's no longer open, right? I went in there because it was black. Like, literally, I was actually on my way to I think there's this place I used to go to in Newark in college. It's somewhere on Broad Street. They're actually still open. I don't remember their name. They're not bad, but they only take cash, and it's so irritating. I remember I parked my car on like Mulberry or something. I don't know, one of those back streets, right? And I was walking to an ATM so I could take money out because their ATM is a little bit pricier than the other ones. And I saw this black nail shop and I was like, oh shit, black nail shop, fuck it. They probably take Apple Pay. They probably, you know, they take card or whatever. So this is probably going to be better. Why not try it out, right? I go in there, it's empty, but it's gorgeous. Okay. It is a gorgeous nail shop. Like it had black walls and like it had like gold chairs. It was really, really nice. But there were a lot of like black Americans working there as well. But I didn't see a white, Asian, Hispanic person in sight. And I was so happy because I was like, yes, a black nail shop in Newark. Like I was so fucking happy. They're playing gospel. They started doing my nails. The vibes are good. I'm like, yes, this is such a nice experience. Now, this time around, I think I did want a design. It was a very simple design. It was something like with lines or something like that. And she's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, you know what? No biggie, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to want you to try to do something that you can't do. And I don't want you to make a science project out of my fucking nails. You feel me? So I was like, all right, bet. So I showed her a simpler one. I think I did French or something. I don't remember what it was, but I know it was something with a little bit of design. And personally, I didn't love it. Okay. I'm not going to say it was a horrible job. It's not the worst. I've had some horrible experiences, but it just wasn't the best. But I took it and I tipped her. I tipped her 10. I don't know how I forgot this. The service, mind you, all I did was nails. It was a crystal set. Yeah, this is before I started doing that gel. I usually would pay like 60 to 70 something. That service was damn near 100. Like, I was just like, bro, and with the tip, I remember paying anywhere from like 110 to 120. And I was just like,
It's a little rich for my blood.
I didn't do my eyebrows. I didn't do my feet. So whatever. 2 days later, I'm asleep. Okay. I wake up in the morning and my nail is lifting. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. Mind you, I didn't do anything. I did not clean. I did not cook. I did not wash dishes. I did not lift anything, but some way, somehow my nail is lifting. I go to the car to go about my day, okay, and my nail pops off. At this point, I'm mad as fuck. Nothing pisses me off more than having a nail pop off like a day or two later. Like in the same week period, it should never happen. Your nails should last a minimum of 2 weeks, okay? If it's a good shop, 3, all right? But if you go to a really good shop that knows what the fuck they're doing, it can last 4 to 6, okay? Because where I go, and there's a few other places that I've went where my nails have lasted 4 to 6. So this right here pissed me off. I go back to the shop, I explain to them what's going on, and they got an attitude. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what y'all got an attitude for because my nail broke. Let me tell you right now, right? I've had this happen to me with other shops before. It happened with the Asian, the Hispanic, and even, oh my God, there was this one time. The very, very worst experience I've had has actually been with a white-owned shop. That shit didn't make sense. I literally, 3 nails broke in a week. That shit didn't make no sense, but it was the best that I had in terms of the looks and the aesthetics. It was beautiful, but my nails just kept breaking off. Okay. Now, the thing is, these people fixed my nails without me paying for it. Every single one of these places. I go in, I get my nails fixed, and they're talking about some $12. My nails broke. I got them done 2 days ago. You're charging me $12 to fix it. You got me fucked up. I never went back again. And funny enough, another nail broke off shortly after that. And I had to just take the whole entire thing off and get a fresh set. I can't even tell you where I went after that because this was years ago. But that shit really, really pissed me off. And it was just never again. Never, ever again. And it's so sad because I had high hopes for them. And I'm not the only person that has that experience regarding black nail techs or black nail salons or, black business as a whole. You go in there thinking, you know what, I'm going to support my people. I'm going to give preference this one time. And hopefully I become a long-term supporter. And then you walk out pissed the fuck off. Or later on, you feel the consequences of a good deed that you thought that you were making. You might go to a soul food restaurant. All of a sudden you got food poisoning. You might end up going to a black mechanic. All of a sudden your alternator's fucked up when you went in for a tire issue. You end up going to a new hairstylist thinking they finna slay you. But now you got bald spots. That shit is not unique, okay? It happens all the time. There's plenty of stories out there. And it's just so unfortunate because I think the narrative really needs to change. I know there's a lot of people out there that have the opinion of, well, maybe we just shouldn't be talking down on our own, right? We need to just suck it up. No, I don't give a fuck who you are. Asian, white, black, Haitian, Nigerian, Somalian, Black American, Brazilian. If you give me trash business, I'm going to talk about it. You got me fucked up. I'm not going back and then I'm telling everyone, I'm gonna tell everybody that you fucked me over. That's just always been me. Okay, it's never a question about who it is that does the service. It's about who gives me good service and at a good price, because I'm not about to be out here spending an entire check on something as simple as nails or hair. And that's just me. But I know there's a lot of people that do spend a check on nails and hair. So for a lot of y'all that do, it's not really an excuse. I just don't. My nails and feet are almost always under 120, and I'd like to keep it that way. I'm not going over that. Okay, my hair is about 90 to 95 for my retwist in style, and I'd like to keep it that way. My maintenance is fairly priced because I like to look as natural as possible, as nice as possible, and as simple as possible. I don't got time for all that extra shit, okay? But I will say, for those of you guys that are paying a shop $150 or whatever every set, you can afford to go to a nail tech. You can, because the nail techs do be more expensive. And yeah, realistically, you can spend that on a nail set through a black tech. Okay, so I'm gonna say what nobody wants to say because this one is pretty obvious, but not all skin folk are kin folk. Unfortunately, there's been too many stories out there of black businesses scamming black people, okay, or just not being honest about a lot of their business practices, stealing money. The list goes on and on and on, including Dr. Umar himself, okay, the prince of panhandling and scam Africanism. Let me just call out the elephant in the room. We all know that this more than likely is not going to last, right? Call me negative, say I'm being an asshole, blah, blah, blah. But in 6 months to a year from now, if you're watching this video, okay, right now it is June 2026. I want to see, okay, I really hope I'm wrong. I want to see all of these Asian shops remain empty. I want to see y'all standing on business because quite frankly, with all the reasons that I've listed, okay, I do not think that anyone is going to wholeheartedly drop their businesses that they go to, okay? Not even just the Asian-based shops, and just wholeheartedly support Black businesses. This is going to take a very long time because it's not just about supporting Black, okay? These businesses need to work on their professionalism. They need to be closer, okay? They need to be in proximity, and they need to offer the services that we are looking for in other places, okay? It's about how do we get Black businesses to be where they need to be in line with their competitors, because right now, they're not, okay? These Black businesses are struggling not only because of a lot of the issues that I talked about in this video, but because a lot of them do lack the resources. The overall essence I want you guys to understand is it's not always about just supporting someone because they're Black, because they're Hispanic, because they're Indian, because they're Arabian, because they're an immigrant-owned business. It's about, do Black people have the resources that they need to succeed in the spaces that they're in against their competitors? The answer is actually no. With that being said, comment down below the businesses that you support that are Black. If they happen not to be Black and just be a good business, just make sure you put a little indicator like not Black Arabian, not Black Brazilian, etc., whatever, okay? I just want everyone to have access to good businesses. Of course, like I said, let me know, have you joined the boycott? Why or why not? And with that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to those of you guys who've been supporting my nonprofit, La Cairo. We are taking donations. I am a 501c3 if you guys didn't get the news because you don't follow me on Instagram. Okay, so go follow me on Instagram. Dance classes are going to resume in July or August. I'm not really sure. I've been taking a break because I was doing a lot of performing and stuff in May, but I am taking private clients, wedding clients, Sweet 16, courts and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in any services, please scan the lovely QR code on your screen or head down to the links in my description and or pinned comment. Also be aware, we do have a $1 7-day trial on Patreon. With that being said, shout outs to the patrons, shout outs to investors, shout outs to the people that subscribe to the other channels as well. We do have multiple channels. I've said this too many times, but almost every day I see a comment like, oh my God, I miss your Haitian content. I have a Haitian channel full of Haitian content that you can enjoy to your delights. Everything you need is down below. I also have a vlog channel. And yeah, with that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.